Hello, hello. This is 5D Attraction, and you're with the one and only Guy Johnny. For this video, real quick, man, I just wanted to touch on something that's big, man. And these are the three things that are huge when we talk about attraction. And I got some inspiration, man. You know, I was watching the Bobby Brown documentary that just came out, and it really touched on some things that are huge. And to me, of course, you know, me being a student of attraction, I studied these concepts and really noticed that these are the most powerful concepts, but it just proved this point even more. Now, what made it so interesting is, you know, when you look at a character like Bobby Brown, for those of you who know, who don't know, he's just a guy that was a big singer in the late 80s and early 90s, you know, and he was with a lot of women, man. They're talking about Madonna, Whitney Houston, Janet Jackson. You know, these were kind of like the it girls of that time. And the thing that I noticed about his persona, and this is the same thing that you'll notice with all big time R&B singers, big time musicians, whether it's rock and roll, hip hop, anything like that. What make these characters so attractive go to these three things that I'm going to tell you right now. And these are three things that you could channel into your own game like now. And it's all about just being creative with it. So just to be clear, you know, I'm gonna say them nice and quick. Like, number one, the bad boy. You know, the bad boy persona. You don't have to be a complete bad person, or you don't have to be doing nothing on the dangerous side. It's just more so it's an edge to you. You gotta have an edge to you. You gotta have a part of you that is a little dangerous, a part of you that's a rebel, that's fighting against something, you know? Like, it doesn't have to be fighting people. Like, that's actually, to me, like the lowest way to show it. You know, you could be fighting for what you believe in. You could be fighting to get your career off the ground. You can be, you know, every day if you're fighting to achieve something, fighting to share your views on life, you know, on social media, you can share that. Out in the world, you can fight to be a strong, powerful man. You know, like, imagine if you wake up in the morning ready to fight to be the flyest dude you can be and to represent manhood at the highest level. But you're fighting against the societal norms to be that person, to be that representation of greatness in whatever view you see fit. You might be fighting to keep your business alive. You might be fighting in, you know, when you go to work every day, you know, to keep your career successful, you know, fighting to be successful, fighting to stand out amongst the rest. But that energy and that edge is going to always be attractive to women. And so when you go out in the field and you're talking to women, it's like, you know, I walk by, I'm doing my thing, you fighting every day, you trying to gain what you gain. You're like, hey, what's going on? What's your name? You know what I mean? Like, what's up? What's your name? My name's AJ. Nice to meet you. I just wanted to say hi, you know what I mean? Wanted to exchange contacts, whatever, because she feels that. She feels the edge to you, and that's very attractive. And I think he embodied that, and you'll notice the artists that embody that are very attractive to women. So you have to have an edge, and that's something that's number one. This is no particular order. They all matter equally or depending on the individual person. All three matter a lot. Number two is pre-selection, or we could say women know that other women want you. That's huge. You know, like, he had women that were at his shows, at his concerts, you know, women going crazy to be in his presence because they loved his music. They loved what he was bringing to the table. They loved his image. And for you, you know, you have to look around and be like, man, you know, even if it's not all the women want you, there has to be some girls that want you, you know. And if you don't have any girls that want you, we got to start working so that you can get one girl that wants you. But every guy has at least one girl that wants them. And then there's a lot, you know, it's just a matter of, she might not be the cutest or the baddest girl, but there's still a girl that wants you. And you need to speak highly of that. Like, you need to speak that up, because the fact that one girl fancies you is actually pretty dope. And I think it's real easy to miss the beauty of that. You got to realize, like, in most cases as a man, you know, you're more attractive than you realize you are. Like, as a guy, you know, we're looking at different things. We're looking at the beauty of women. And when it comes to our homies, we're not thinking about who's attractive amongst us guys. We just doing guy things. But there's always going to be a girl that fancies you a girl that is like, man, he is, it's something about him I like. So, you know, when girls know that other women want you, that's huge. And one thing that guys do that is a mistake is they try to hide the fact that they get women from other women. And I think, you know, that works against you because you want women to know that you're talking to other women. You know, I've learned from coaches that I used to work with and be out in the field with that would teach guys. And one thing that we would all notice and that we would talk about was like, I knew guys that would do way more stuff than me. Like they would literally keep girls, you know, like say they got a girl in their car and the girl leaves an errand. They leave her right there for girls to see. You know, let's say a girl came over your crib on the night and she left her bra or her shoes or something. And another girl comes over. Normally you gonna hide that. You gonna hide this. I don't want to look like a player. They just say leave it. They leave it there. And they notice it would help them. Another big thing, like I tell women when I'm out in the field, and I was doing this for years, like, I got a girlfriend. You can let them know. When I talk to girls, if I'm texting a girl, if I meet a girl on social media, or if I met a girl on the apps, you know, whenever I was on the apps, you know, I'd be like, hey, what, you know, they'd be like, yeah, so what are you here for? I'd be like, you know, just looking for friends, blah, blah, blah. They'd be like, oh, really, blah, blah, blah. I'd be like, yeah, you know, I got a girlfriend, you know, so, but, you know, I'm able to date who I want, and talk to girls however I want, you know, talk to whoever I want. And, you know, that's just my relationship, you know, and it strengthens our relationship. It's freedom. It's free. I don't have to hide things. I don't have to try to act like, or, you know, suppress my manhood. You know, it's just, I have the freedom to do that. And she understands my male nature and the things that are going to allow me to stay attractive for her. And every woman would understand. Like, it might be 9 out of 10 girls understand, and then there's always one. But the one girl that always got a problem with it, generally, and I can't speak for every girl. Like, don't get me wrong. There's some girls that are cute, or some girls that might not be as cute that don't like it. But most women love it and respect it because they know, like, come on, I'm an attractive dude. I'm not, what do you think, I'm single out here? Like, I'm not single, bro. Like I'm not single. Like, what do I look like? You know what I'm saying? And what women would understand is they'd be like, cool, because to them it's like, I'm looking for a friend. Like, most of the guys is thirsty. So what you do when you let them know that you got a girl or that you're talking to somebody, or, yeah, I'm dating different women right now. Like, in my single days, I let them know, like, yeah, I'm dating. I'm talking to a couple girls, you know. She's like, okay. It's like, who cares? Because I'm letting her know, like, look, baby girl, like, I'm not out here just thirsty. You know, like, I got options, so it's good. So that's number 2. Like, women love the fact that other women want you. And it's just, it's nature. It's biologically wired that it serves you. It serves you. Because what's the reverse of that? The reverse of that is that no woman wants you. And you have no girls that are going after you. And she's looking at you like you're coming from scarcity. So that's number 2. All the women knew that women were going after him. He was dating a hot starlet. So when Whitney Houston, the beautiful Whitney Houston, comes around, she's trying to get him. Because she's like, I want to see what this is all about. I want to see if I can handle this. There you go. And then number 3 was status. Okay? And status is something that you build over time, like, but at the same time, status comes from you putting your skills out there. You know, if you do cybersecurity, status means, you know, you let them know, yeah, you know, I'm a cyber analyst, one of the best, you know, in the DMV. So I have a lot of people that reach out to me. You know, that's big. Or you could say your status can be anything. You could do construction, like, yeah, I'm a construction worker. You know, I was actually rated one of the top construction people when it comes to using my hands in the whole DC, Virginia area. Let's say you live in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. I'm one of the top people in LA when it comes to construction. I work with a lot of celebrities' homes, you know, and things like that. Whatever you do, you want to try to get to a high level in any regard that you can. And if you're not at the highest level, you want to speak as if you are at a high level. And what you'll find is that's going to be very attractive to a woman. So if you combine those 3 things, if you keep a bad boy edge, if you make sure that you're open and you're comfortable dealing with different women, or you let a woman know that, look, you know, you're talking to other women, or you demonstrate that you have options, that's big. You know, and it's even better if they can see that you have options. And then number 3, you have status, you have value, like you're achieving something. You know, in his case, he had a #1 album in the world, so he had the biggest range of selection when it came to women. For you, it might be the woman in your county, the woman in your town, the woman that you see at the bar that you go to. You might have a reputation at that bar where you walk in, you dapping up the bartender. You want to make sure that wherever you go, you build relationships with people, so when you walk in, you seem like you have status in there. You seem like you have some form of value. And, you know, these are things we'll touch on more and things I'll touch on my Patreon as well. But, you know, those are the 3 keys. So think about those 3 things and think about how you can use that in your own life, because what you'll find is the most popular person that you saw growing up in your high school, in your college, in your town, in your neighborhood, on your block, it was a dude that had those 3 things. And you'll notice that if your game is like weak right now, you'll notice you missing one of those 3 things. If not 2 of them, or even all 3, you might be missing all 3 of them. So keep in mind what I said. Make sure to use that, man. This is the game that the celebrities have. This is the game that they use. And that's the game I got for y'all. So you already know, man, make sure to like and subscribe, man. We growing. And, you know, we building from the ground up. You know, make sure to support. I got big videos on the way. Make sure to join the Patreon. If you want any personal coaching, you can go to your5dtransformations@gmail.com. It's YOUR5D transformations@gmail.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk soon. Peace.